Hello? Shlee is here to confirm whether or not this is a little guy. Shlee, I think you're gonna be pleased with your findings. Elias Haler underscore. Hello, good morning, Shlee. Good morning, everyone else. My name is Ben. This is the Blammer Bros. Happy Thursday. We're doing a little pickup stream. Usually I don't do anything on Thursdays, but I said, hey, what's up? Didn't stream anything yesterday. We missed the scheduled God of War. So that's why we're here today. We're going to play some BLAM-omutant. I've been playing this game on and off, not live, off stream, here and there. It's a lot of fun. I didn't think I was going to stream this game. I'm like, this will just be my like fun in between streams, but I like Surprise Thursday. I like where we're going with variety on this channel lately, especially since it is a variety channel. Oh, there we go. ETS is on. Sorry, I did not have it activated. Try it again. I'm sad because this guy's literally just been talking in my ear. He's literally just been talking into my ear, and you guys have not been able to hear it. It should be on now. Yeah, we're gonna check this out. Should be a good time. It is. Nice. It'd work. Nice. Yeah. Only plays Fire Emblem. This is true. That's how I feel. It's like, hey guys, we're a variety channel, and then you look at our our VODs or our YouTube archives, and it's literally like Red Dead Redemption for 3 weeks straight, God of War for 2 weeks straight. They just get into this mindset of like, I want to beat this game, but like lately I've just been trying to just play more games versus like just getting too focused on 1 or 2 games that I'm streaming, and I can't stream all the time, so I can only play so much. But yeah, Shlee, here we go. Let's get a look at the little guy so Shlee can see. What do you think, Shlee? Is this a little guy? Let me take my helmet off. I got this weird mask on just because it's the got a bird mask on, but he's like a little, I don't know how to unequip stuff. Hold on. Head. We'll give him a hat. Little beanie. I tried to make him look as cute as possible, which was a little difficult. None of these, oh my god, none of these hats show his face. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the biddies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, D-Rat. Welcome. Oh my god, dude. My ears. Oh my god. Yes, the Goonies. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies, dude. Yes, he's got a duck hat. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for the $50 bill. We have text to speech on the channel point redemption. This, you can kind of see his face with this mask on, with this. Oh, he's got like a little thingy on his face. Hold on. There we go. Look at his little face. Welcome, D-Rat. It's good to see you. There was so much happening. Thank you again for the 50 biddies. The Goonies is the best.
Nice topper.
Just showing off my little guy. Look at his little ears. Look at those ears. What do you think, Shlee? Little guy? If this is not a little guy, then look at the little grasshopper. He's my sidekick, little guy. We got 2 little guys. Lil and littler guy. Yes, very much LilGuy. I love him. Like I said, I try to make him as cute as possible. Yes, D-Rad, welcome in. It's so good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the biscuit energy, too. Like I said, Shlee came in and immediately redeemed the text-to-speech channel point. So that's why Robot Man was popping off, saying all the emotes out loud. But yeah, I was wearing this duck hat for the longest time because it was literally my best. I just wear whatever the best armor class is. Oh, excuse me, I meant to mute. I just cleared my throat very intensely. Sorry, friends. That was supposed to be muted. P-U-N-X. P-U-N-X. Sounds like a song or something. Sounds like something a crowd would chant in like a stadium at a rock band. Yeah. So anyways, this game. TTS is not going to be distracting. Also, it's kind of nice. This is true. I enjoy that energy, Shlee. I appreciate. I try to catch like coughs and sneezes and stuff like that, but you know, doesn't always happen. The objective of this game, okay. This game was a PS Plus game, so if you have it sitting on your PlayStation, I recommend you check it out. It's an open world. It reminds me of a lot of different games. It's like hack and slash sword. Very like Devil May Cry when you get into combat, but the world itself reminds me of any good like open world game, you know, Breath of the Wild, Helix. This one in particular is also a post-apocalyptic game, just like Helix. So lots of Fallout vibes, looting abandoned shelters. This game has a really good crafting system too, which I haven't even delved into. There's magic powers. Got like a little like poison blast thing I can do. Check that out. Basically this grasshopper came up to me and said that he needed my help, that the world tree is dying, and we have to figure out why. It's really fun. It surprised me because it's kind of weird. You play as this little furry dude. Also, the character creation in this game is really fun too, because the stats directly affect how your character looks. If you go with a really strong character, your dude's like really big and bulky. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the BLAM-arties. I love it too.
Better perk your ears up.
Oh god, it's gonna read the bots too. Can I make it ignore bots? Yeah. Good Apple Boy made the artwork. Definitely check them out. Appley Boy. Good Appley Boy. But yeah, so like if you make a really fast character, they'll be more scrawny looking. It's really cool. Really, that caught me by surprise. So I just tried to make a cute character, so the stats weren't really the best, but you know, every time you level, you know, it's RPG stuff, you get XP. Every time you level up, you pick which stat you boost up. You get upgrade points for your powers, your mutations. There's a lot going on in this game, but it works really well. I know it looks really weird and zany, but it's got some charm. Just gonna fast travel. Oh yeah, I was saying, World Tree is dying. This post-apocalyptic setting. It's also got a really pro-environment theme, which I love. It is, and the things that put me off about this game at first, over time, they really grow on me. This game has really grown on me a lot. Got a nice art style. But yeah, you can kind of see the world tree there, I think. Is that it? It's dying. We're trying to figure out why. We're fighting enemies. The humans ruined the earth. Everything's all poisoned and like radiated, and you know, these mutated animals are running around, so we have to fight off the evil ones, and we've allied with, oh, there's different tribes in this game too. So you have to pick between like this tribe or that tribe, so I chose the, let's check out the names. The Myriad. And we're enemies with the Jagni, so that's kind of cool. Yes, this is true. I did not. Let's do 10 minutes because we're feeling nice today. Shlee got a 94 blam. Thank you, Siri. _butt. But, you know, it's really good open world gameplay where there's main objectives that you have to do, and there's plenty of side quests, and there's plenty to explore. Shlee, thank you so much for hopping in. Always love to see you here. Please check out Shlee. Shlee makes fantastic content on Twitch, on the internet, on YouTube. Check out all the social medias, TikTok. Please say hello to the mayor for us. Tell the mayor we said what's up. Sometimes Shlee drives a truck. Yes, thank you again, Shlee, for stopping and spending your points on the TTS. It is a fun, chaotic time.
He's wasting. Get to work while you can.
Oh yeah, and then the narrator. There's a narrator. He's really cool too. Quirky, funny. When you sprint, you like run around on all fours. I love it, dude. This game. I'm glad that I chose to stream this today because I was, like I said earlier, I was not sure if I would just play this off stream. But it's fun to share. It's fun to share with the friends. Yeah, today I'm gonna just see if I can try to get some of these main quests done. Thought I had done that in the journal. Let's see, main quest. No, that's training. Let's see. Meet the war party. We're gonna meet the Myriad tribe right now. People that are allied with. I have a gun too. Bam, 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 bam. Hopefully we'll see some combat soon. That's the only thing that we're really... the main aspect of the gameplay we haven't seen on stream yet. Hopefully we find some bad guys. The combat is pretty fun too. This game's got good style. Got some nice stylized combat.
It's Bionuclear 6D. Hopefully there's nothing active inside.
Some materials from that thing. Can't go through there yet because it's poisoned. We don't have any gas masks or respirators or anything. There are side quests that are tied to that as well. Let's see where we're going. The map is really cool too. The map is surprisingly detailed. So there's actually a road we could have followed. But I was afraid it would go through the poison area. So we'll see if we can just like cut through this little spot. Might be able to survive. Ooh, this little hole in the fence? Neat, dude. That's another thing this game does well. As an open world game, there's lots of nooks and crannies to explore. And there's usually like good loot too. Like they make it worthwhile. They really incentivize exploring every little spot. Really nice.
Amazing how the forest is doing so well, while the tree of life is dying.
Oh, the narrator's the grasshopper. I always forget about that, which I find really cool. You know, not just some omniscient, all-seeing, bodiless narrator. You know, he actually exists in the game. Usually he's on my shoulder. You can't really see him right now. But he's also my translator too. Apparently all these people speak different languages. Oh, there he is. There he is, little dude. Little grasshopper guy.
Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jackie tribe stronghold.
That's a big dude. 5 minutes left on the TTS. Cool. Thank you so much, Siri. Alright. Yeah, that's a big boy. But he's on our side, so that's good. Let's talk to the little dude.
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the right.
Oh, we're gonna take over Outpost now.
If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause.
Cool. I like the way they do dialogue as well, because they give you different options. Yeah. The voice actor is really good. I love it. Honestly, not gonna lie, when I first started playing this game, because, you know, tutorials and they're getting you used to the world and everything, the guy was talking a lot. The narrator was like, would not stop talking. And I thought it was annoying at first. But then he really started to grow on me, and now I love him. He's so good, and he's really funny. Really nice, like, dry humor. And I was saying the dialogue is really cool because there are options, but like, you don't, it only gives you one chance to, like, it gives you 3 options to ask a question, but you get to only ask that question once. So it's not like you miss any important information, but it's cool that you get to steer the conversation in the direction, like, the world building that you'd like. Like right there, I could have asked him about the captain or the town, and I asked him about the captain.
They're ready to enter the outpost when you are.
I think I'm ready. The odds are in our favor.
Every step you take towards your end goal will bring you closer to a better world.
He's so dramatic, you know? He's so, like, theatrical, the narrator. I love it.
Here's the first line of defense.
Okay, let's get some combat in here. Hopefully I don't just die right away. Big sword. Nice. Wicked. Nice. Hell yeah. Finish him off with a gun. Blow the smoke off my barrels. Woo. Waxo, how are you doing? Good morning. Welcome to see you. What is happening? Who's... Oh shit, there's like a bomber. Destroy the boom hut. How do I destroy? Do I just smack it? Not really sure what I'm supposed to do to destroy that thing. Waxo, how are you doing? So good to see you. Happy Thursday. Do not be alarmed. We have the text-to-speech bot on. Actually redeemed it right away. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we have to do the puzzle. Right? No? No? Yes? I like it a lot. It's a really fun game. Oh, 60 seconds left on the bot. Oh, okay, I see. I have to grab these things. I have to catch them midair. Or whack them back. There we go. Nice. Hell yeah, we did it. Oh, do it again. Nice.
That twirly wheel works that drain pipe.
Cool, now we can do the puzzle. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. This game, I tried it out. I've been playing it a lot off stream. This is my first time streaming it. We've actually done a lot so far. We've done all this area. I mean, most of it. Now we're starting to do like the main quest again. I did a lot of side questing before streaming it. 3 seconds left. Say goodbye to the TTS bot, everybody. Okay, we don't have to do the whole time. We don't have to do the whole countdown. There we go. Thank you so much, Sleeve, for redeeming. But yeah, I just tried this out to be a casual, fun, off-stream game. I got it via PS Plus a few months back now, but I'm finally digging into it. And this game constantly surprises me, and it keeps growing more and more on me. Like, the more I play, the more I like, which is nice.
Open that drain.
Storytelling pacing wore me out. Yeah, I was just saying earlier that when starting the game out, there's so much world building and tutorial and like lessons and like flashbacks that I was kind of getting annoyed by like the narrator in particular. Like he just kept talking and talking. I'm just like, man, I want to play this game. But I think once you get out the first tutorial area, and it takes a little while, or you finally are like free to roam, then it starts to be pretty fun. But it was a lot longer than I was expecting, because I feel like they give you the map right away, but it still puts you on rails a little bit until you like really hit the open area. Like, I remember this area, this whole area is like the tutorial still. It's like until you hit Bricktown is when it really starts to be fun. And then I got the mech at Chugyard right away, and I thought that was really weird, but I just went with it. And like I said, it's like the more I play this game, the more I enjoy it, you know? It just constantly grows on me. Let's try to do this puzzle.
And open that drain.
I just want to be careful because we only have so many moves. Pull it off. Nice. It's simple puzzles, but like you can't really screw around. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day, Waxo. If I did not say so already. I've been describing this game so much. People come in and I'm like, did I say hi to you? Okay, cool. If I did not, hello. We're gonna see how far this game takes us.
To be able to open this lock.
Had a little bit of a pickup stream today. Oh, those are those bad guys? I think those are bad guys. Yeah, those are bad guys.
That cage is holding a helper.
Tarkovin, hell yeah, I hope it goes well. Good luck to you. Many blessings. Take it nice and slow, nice and slow. Nice. Yeah, the combat in this game is pretty good too. It's like nothing too crazy, but it's solid. There's combos. I enjoy the gun in particular. You can focus on melee combat, you can focus more on ranged combat, you can do a little bit of both. And there's magic powers too. I always forget about the magic powers. But I was using them a lot last night. I should probably let the guy out first before I start looting happily.
They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them.
You should just go back and rest, my dude. We got this here.
Wants revenge on those who caged them.
Yeah.
Trust you'll take care of it.
Yeah, we got. You can trust me, dude. I will take them down. Oh, and there's a karma system too, which is like, okay, you know, like I said, this game has so many things going on. It has so many pieces from here and there, like different styles of gameplay, but it does them all pretty well, and it doesn't do anything groundbreaking. But I think what it does well. I just realized last night that the karmic system is directly tied to which spells you can learn, which I think is cool. Like, put a karma system in a game and I'm like, whatever. But if you tie that directly to some sort of gameplay features, then I'm interested. Then you're invested to go back and do a second game, you know, second playthrough. Do the evil run. But yeah, I'm doing the good karma run because I'm a good boy. I'm a good gamer. I just want a game. Not here to make enemies. Ooh, is this a weapon? Oh. Oh. This looks better than what I have equipped. Also, hold on. I think, okay. Just making sure it saved my progress from last night. Pretty sure it's the dev's first game. I think they did really. Oh, is it really? I could see them doing a sequel. I could go either way. I mean, I haven't beaten the game yet, so I don't really know in terms of story or whatever if they did a cliffhanger or not. But I could see this being a good franchise. But I also have much respect for devs that like come in, make a good like standalone title, and then they move on. They just do another, you know, just keep making good standalone titles. Don't lean on the franchise, you know. Franchises are cool, but as long as it's not a crutch for the creativity, for the whole process, you know. What's up here? Can I go up here? Ooh. Not really, but I mean, still, they let me go this high. That's neat. There's probably nothing up here, but it's kind of cool that they let me go up here. Yeah, I enjoy post-apocalyptic games in general, just because the looting.
The scaffolding looks unstable.
Uh-oh. Probably destroy that, right? Let's go.
Better stay clear of the red ray.
Uh-oh.
Here's the second line of defense.
No bueno. I did not know that this was their first title, though. Pretty impressive. Wicked. Ow, he smacked me. I should probably parry more often. Nice, got him. Hell yeah. I love doing just that move. It's so easy. And it like staggers them too, like knocks them back. Nice. Oh shit, that's a big boy. Oh, he's impervious right now.
Red means danger.
I have to take care of this dude first. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Come here, big boy. Hey, big guy.
Timber.
Nice.
Big bump will bring it down.
Another one? Okay. Ooh, I thought that was gonna hurt me. That was scary.
A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. looks splody.
Splody.
Blow. Not too close.
Come on. Excuse me, sir. You're in my way. He backed up. He backed up for me. Like he heard me. Okay. Oops. There we go. Oh, it's a different gun. That's why.
Almost there.
It's more like a pistol. Not so SMG. Okay. Alright. Just getting used to the rate of fire. BLAM-88. Oh my god. Very nice BLAM. How are you doing, Nick? Waxo, you got an 83 earlier as well. Actually, checked Artie's BLAM and it was 85%. We got a 94. It's been a good BLAM day. Not a single low BLAM in the house. GG, everyone. BLAMage is up, man. Am I glad I streamed today? Happy Thursday, Nick. How are you doing? Just doing a little bit of a surprise pickup stream. So I did not stream last night like I was supposed to. Did not get to the God of War, but hey, we're making up with BLAM-omutant. A game I've been playing a lot off stream. Oh boy, thank you so much for the lurk. We're having a good Thursday. Cyber 61, still good.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up.
Wait, we lost the outpost? What happened?
Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing strong.
Oh, we won. Okay. Oh man, I was scared for a second. Clear my brain. Yes, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a good day. We're just vibing out with some BLAM-omutant. This is my casual game that I've just unexpectedly decided to stream today. Ooh, tribe weapon. Oh, I got a boomerang. Each tribe has its own tribal weapon. If you defeat a rival tribe, you acquire its weapon. By helping your own tribe, you've acquired its weapon. You're now allied with the tribe. You can decide to switch your allegiance and ally with a different tribe. Go to a tribe fort and talk to their Sifu. Change allegiance.
You did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
Weapon. Oh, thank you so much for the actual Apple Boy shout out. I'll wear it with pride.
Figures the honor belongs to the tribe too.
Nice, we're close to a level up too. Okay, so...
Are you scared yet? It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. Oh, we're really close to this one. We could easily do that. I could just fast travel there. What's that? Find a mount. Oh, are these just all of the side quests? These are all of them. I want to see what's in this vault though. I've had this key for so long. Let's check this out. We'll do this first, then we'll do the main quest. Doing well, just hanging out. Never heard of this game. It's pretty solid. For those of you just joining us, I've decided to stream BLAM-omutant today. Like I said earlier, I've been playing this game quite a bit off stream. So I am somewhat familiar with it, but it's still my first playthrough and we're not very far into the game. Just a lot of side content. Really fun, cute, quirky, zany, third person, hack and slash. But I also have a gun. Well, I have a boomerang now. It automatically replaced my gun with a boomerang. Fun, interesting, open world, post-apocalyptic setting. I play as a little furry guy. See if my... Yep. That's not my face. That's actually a mask. Grasshopper's my little buddy. Translator, narrator dude. Really good looting. Really good exploring. Just fun world. Really good, positive, environmental message, you know. Very typical, like, oh, the humans fucked the world up. So it's now, you know, it's this one little mutant's job to save what's left of the world. there's a magical world tree that's being destroyed, and we have to try to figure out why and stop it. And there's RPG elements as well, leveling up and XP and stuff. So it's a really good game. Really fun, casual game. Like I said way earlier, like this game doesn't do anything too groundbreaking or like new, but it does a really good job of like combining lots of different elements from previous games.
Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment.
So let's see if we can get in here.
Focus.
This week's Kilomania fight cards just dropped. Nice. Let's check it. I did notice that, but I was like literally mid-sentence when I saw the update come through. A longtime rival, unseen, unheard, in the shadows, in the recesses of Kilomania lore. There's recess? Some of y'all wrestlers get recess at Kilomania? I've never had recess. The first time ever, he will be getting a battle unlike he's ever had before. First match, Elden Bling, yours truly with Duck against Nick and Aki. Oh no, that's gonna be wild. Looking forward to that. The friends are fighting. Burning Hoodies and Kanba, one-on-one Extreme Rules. First match seems like a regular tag team from what I can tell. Third match, Maple and Sydney. Oh my god, that'll be fun. One-on-one Extreme Rules. Match number 4, Viren and Daywalker. One-on-one Extreme Rules. That should be really fun. Look out, Viren. Daywalker can kick some ass. What I learned last time. 5th match, Triple Threat. Owl, Luna, and Neptune. Did I dream this, or did this... This match seems very familiar. Is this like a rematch? What the hell? Mascot versus AOK Gaming. What is that? Is that Cocaine Bear? The fuck, dude? Why is there a bear? 7th match, 1-on-1 Extreme Rules, Sir Matt and Salt King. And final match, the main event, the Fox versus Kaleman 5001. Oh my god. Nick and Kaleman are back, by the way. They have recovered from their injuries. And we're given the triple threat.
The rain's making it slick out.
I guess we have to hear from Aaron. Like Disney's Recess, we're gonna square up with TJ Detweiler. Yes. I am very curious what the deal with Mascot is. Looking like Aaron has the full story.
Try a key.
Cool. Health items, this always comes in handy. Health. Crap. Cool. Was that it? Neat. There's just a bunch of nondescript loot, you know, nothing too important. The healing items will be helpful. A lot of crafting stuff, but I haven't really even tried the crafting in this game. It seems very overwhelming, but the videos and reviews that I watched praised the craft. Like, people seem to like the crafting a lot. They say it's a good system, so. Alright, we're gonna try to take this. Also, if you hear any random noises in the background, it's my upstairs neighbor. For the record. How do I get in? Let me in! Let me in. This is the spot, right? I think I know what the deal is, but I don't want to spoil / be wrong. Yeah, that's fair. I know that feeling. Let's see. Not the right quest. Is this the one? Oh, I'm sure there's probably...
This is no time for sleep.
There's probably some people I have to talk to be like, all right, we're ready. Let's take the fort. Yep, they're down here. Also, what is all this? Hold on. Was there stuff down there? I'm curious now. Just afraid of going down here and not being able to get back up. I have been down here before. Very dark. What is this place? Oh, well, there's something here. What was that? Oh, wait, hold on. I have a thing. I have a smashy hand I can use. How do I do that?
All sorts of creepy things live down here.
I know there's a way to punch holes in the wall, but I not remember how. Oh, do I like charge it up? Yeah. Nice. Oh my god, I'm glad I remembered. Can I break these? Nope. We'll see how the boomerang works out for now. There's literally nothing in here but a pile of poop. Really? These have to be for they have to come into play at some point in the future. 275. This one's more damage. Arthur, as a furry little guy with a big sword, you can do it at end of stream if you want to rush. Nice. Hell yeah, sounds good. We'll do that at the end of stream. I don't know how long we'll be going today. I do have a thing tonight. And like I was saying earlier, I know how you feel, Nick, because it's like I want to say more details about what I'm doing tonight, but I also don't know if it's like an official thing. So I'm just like, well, don't want to be wrong, so I'm just not going to say nothing. Don't want to hype something up that's like, no. A thing, yes. Yes, I have a thing. I have D&D. But I don't know if it's being streamed or not, so I'm like, should I be promoting this? I legit have no idea. Where? Oh, now I'm lost. Now I'm legit lost. Great.
No better time to get moving than daybreak.
We did that a few weeks ago. Kale promoted it and then we didn't stream it. Yeah, that's why I don't think we are. Which I don't like. I don't care either way. Like, I shouldn't say I don't mind. Like, if we stream it, cool. I'm used to streaming. We don't, cool. I am down. I'm here for the D&D. But I also was just like, I just asked because if we are, it'd be cool. It'd be nice to just, you know, put that out there for folks. Oh, and it's really cool. I don't think I've said this on stream yet. I've been talking more and more about D&D to like IRL friends. And so far everyone has just been like, fuck yeah, dude, that is awesome. And I'm like, hell yeah, I got cool friends, man.
They've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost.
What y'all working with?
They've scouted the outpost while they were waiting and suggest you have a look at what they found before entering.
Okay, can you just tell me?
Scouts spotted a moth nest close to the
Oh, okay, you will.
If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place, looking for a new home.
Okay, so we're just gonna I feel like that's gonna be the bad karma, like dehousing a moth. I think this is just a refresher thing for everyone involved, but I'm not sure. I think so. I think the game plan is to get a few real sessions in before streaming it.
When you dive in.
But that's just conjecture on my part. We already had our session, like, pseudo session 0 because it's not, but it was like a refresher, like post-break refresher session that I was a part of. We didn't actually play. So I'm guessing that we're just going to get in like an actual play session before before actually streaming it. But yeah, that's just my guess. I don't know. I haven't gotten any answers yet. Now where do I go? But I am excited either way. Stir up the moth nest. It's inside the thing? All right, well. Do I talk to him again? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous though only because I'm like the new guy at this table.
Says you,
but I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Oh, they're down. Oh, okay. Oh my god. So there is stuff to do down here. I just had to talk to the guy first.
Just get to it and destroy it.
Nice. Oh god, there's enemies down here. No ranged weapon. All right, well. I have to improvise. Shit.
Chop him.
Sir Matt was the new guy for like 6 months. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good joke. I mean, no offense. Hopefully I think he took it in good stride. Like, we're not trying to make fun of you or nothing, but it was hilarious that like multiple new people would join and would get nicknames and he was still the new guy. Yeah, it was all in good fun. It's like good sport for going with the joke. Commit to the bit. Yeah, he was a good sport. Ah! Oh no, oh no. This is a big boy. Two guys. Oh no, 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 not fun. Yeah, wow. No, let me go. Oh, I should use my powers. You didn't say nothing about ranged magic, did you? Shit, wrong button, wrong button.
Shot.
Poison, poison. Oh, nice. I think he was really weak to poison, honestly. It stopped him in his track. That was good. Not a fan. Let's try the poison again. Give him the one blast. Oh, this is not a good spot. Give him another blast of poison. Did not go towards the guy I wanted, but that's fine. Ah, we leveled up, hell yeah. Whacked. Take care of the other little guy. Oh no. Ow. It'd be a lot easier if I could just shoot them. Poison, poison, spam poison, spam poison. Oh shit. Come on, just give me a chance to hit you. There we go. Just whack him in the knee. Woo.
Nice work. No more moth's nest.
Wow, and they were nice enough to teleport me back.
There go the moths toward the outpost.
Valid
They're
quest.
good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
We did it. GG.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
You're welcome. Couple shops are now open. Oh my god.
Any kind of protection, you take it.
Ooh, is that me?
He says you did
Wow.
capturing the rival second outpost.
Am I one of the crew? I'm one of the gang?
Of wearing the tribe's colors.
I'll wear it with pride.
Believes you'll make them all proud too.
Oh, look at the cute little thingy. Little raccoon squirrel box. Pet and keep the creature. Kill the creature. Keep the creature. Or you can keep the creature with pets. This seems like a no-brainer to me. I am Sultan of the little dudes. First of his name. First of his name. See what I did there? Alright, let's check out... Ooh, let's level up. So yeah, just pretty straightforward leveling system I appreciate. Vitality, strength, intellect, which is like magic stuff, agility, charisma, and luck. Been tempted by luck lately because them crit hits, my dude. Phew. Very Fallout. Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. It is. It is kind of like special. They pretty much just swapped out vitality with endurance. And there's no perception. So yeah, pretty much it's literally special with no perception. There's also like persuasion stuff too, which makes charisma actually somewhat useful. There are like NPCs that will give you side quests, but you have to like persuade them to tell you where the thingy is, so that pretty neat. I've just been doing vitality and strength. There's no real like ranged weapon upgrade. None of these skills really tie directly to ranged damage. But then I've done a couple agility because I like being fast. I did a couple luck and intellect because I started using magic and just appreciating crit hits more. But the increments for luck are so small, you know? Literally a 2% increase. It also increases my loot chance, which is nice, but if I'm not crafting, I feel like that's kind of a waste of a point. This just makes me want to make a new character and just fucking focus solely on luck. Just upgrade nothing but luck. Just you do no damage at all, but damn, when you get a crit hit, holy shit, huge. All right, what are we gonna do? It also increases our armor. Let's do luck. Fuck it. Worth it. It'd be a fun experiment. Also, Nick, I'm not sure if you were here when I was explaining it, but this game has a really cool character creation. You can literally customize exactly how your little guy looks, which is fun. Also, really creative choice. So like when you're picking your points at the beginning, each attribute directly affects how your dude looks. So like if you give all your points in strength, your guy is gonna look real like big and bulky. And like if you do more intellect and agility, he's gonna be like more scrawny and like nerdy looking. So I thought that was really interesting as well. It's like I had a serious dilemma in character creation. I'm like, do I want my guy to look cute or do I want his stats to be good? Because you can't really have both. Like the max, like my ideal stat setup was terrifying looking. He looked awful and I'm like, there's no way I can do this. So like sacrificed a few of my starting stats to make him look better. So that was fun, you know, like I've never seen that in a game before, so what is this? This doesn't do anything. It gives me like better magic damage, I think. That's sad. Do we do the duck helmet in honor of Duck's birthday? Let's see what else I got. I got a little captain hat, another captain looking hat, scary mask. Bucket? Buck cat. It's a cat bucket. Plushy. This is cute. Should we just do a fashion run? Just say F it to the stats. Oh, look at this little beanie though. Oh, this one's cuter though. Little beanie with the ears. Oh, it's covering his little eyes. His little buck teeth. This was the one I was wearing at the beginning of stream. I think it's my best stat helmet. The duck I was wearing for the longest time. This is literally my best helmet for armor class. Like, I was streaming it in Discord and people were like, are you wearing a duck? Why does your dude have a duck hat? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's just my best hat, literally. Little bamboo hat. Metal head. Another duck helmet. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to wear this. Oh my god, flap cap. My armor is gonna be awful this stream, but we're gonna look good dying. This is cute. Alright, let's be quick about this. In typical Blammer fashion, we're spending most of the stream looking at outfits. Oh, look at little ears on the beanie though. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm gonna go with the little flappy beanie. Nothing on the face. I think this gives me better armor, but does it do? I don't think it does anything. Alright, let's see what best fashion we have here. So, Myriad jacket's not bad. Kind of goes with my hat a little bit. Typical Blammer fashion. See what I did there? Like this. Crop top. Oh, look at the little button-up shirt, though. He's so hip looking. Ribbed shirt is very like Robin Hood look. Oh, I like that though. Goes with the hat. It's very like medieval. Wrist jumper. That's cool. Denim shirt. This looks like something. Like a rogue's outfit or something. That's all we have? Wow, we don't have very many tops to choose from. We're gonna go with the Robin Hood. Myriad pants don't look bad. A skirt. He has lots of skirts, interestingly enough. Boot camp pants, more skirts. Jean short. He's got jorts. Look at, we got a pair of jorts in this game. Flared skirt. Just pants. It's literally called just pants. I think we're gonna go with the Myriad pants just because. Very snazzy. Look how snazzy we are now. Alright, main hand, that's our weapon. Offhand would be nothing. We can't dual wield yet. Which pauldron looks better? I mean they're all roughly the same. Just go with the better armor. Actually, we'll do these little samurai pad thingies. Oops. Oh, no mask. We want to look cute. Shoulders are good. Backpack. We just have the one. I don't think it does anything. I think it's just aesthetic. We'll leave it off for now. Nice. Look how cute we are. Alright, what were we doing? What game is this again? I thought we were playing The Sims. It was underwhelming after all the I know, there's so many hats in this game. And this is one of those games where it's like, you get so much gear and it's all like... It's very rare for a piece of gear to be better than what you already have on. So... It can be a little sad sometimes. Like, oh neat! Look at this cute little beanie! Oh, too bad it's awful stats. It happens so often. Oh! Oh shit! Nice! I just got official word that we will be streaming it tonight. D&D will be streamed. It's official. Strap in, everyone. Let's see if I can successfully shout out Sydney's channel. LOL Persephone 3. We love a good LOL Persephone 3. Look, D&D clip. Kale had to recover from hot chip. Hey, it's me. Hey, look, it's you. You're in a clip. You have clips, Nick. That's hilarious. So definitely check out, first of all, check out Sid's channel for D&D stuff in general. Because they are running a, like, it's like a big campaign, but there's 2 different groups in it. It's the same world, same campaign, so some crazy stuff's gonna happen. I'm gonna be in it tonight. It's my first game with this group. First time using this character. It's a paladin.
Let's see.
A paladin with a checkered past. And it'll be my 3rd game overall. Paladins are wicked. Yeah, I'm excited. After playing a bard was fun. I love my bard character Destello that I got to show off for Schlee's one shot. It was my first game. But I feel like he didn't have enough time to shine, you know? But it's a one shot. It comes with the territory. Perfectly fair. So, I'm like, all right, I tried out a bard. So the other things at the top of my list were Ranger, Paladin, and Rogue. And I got the Ranger and Aki's game going. I got the Paladin with Sid's game tonight going. And when I started at Baldur's Gate with Michelle and Neptune, I'm like, well, this is like the closest thing I have to another D&D stash. So this is where I'm going to get my Rogue going finally. If it's not going to be D&D, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm getting familiar with how rogues work via that, which is cool. Were those first level characters for that one shot? No. No. Which was good, and I don't want to say bad. Let's say that there are positives and negatives, pros and cons to level 6 starting out. Because it's fun, like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to just like have so many options. And just right away you're like, oh my god, yes, I can do this, 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 and that. Not just be like a level 1 that can only do like 1 attack per turn. But it was also very overwhelming, and it just was like, I feel like when I made my character, it like I would have built it much differently if it had naturally progressed from level 1 to level 6 versus like, hey, choose all these spells and abilities and subclass and like choose all these things right now, you know? Like uninformed decisions. Like me choosing my spells was literally like, out of daggers, that sounds neat, I'll take that one. Thunderwave, that sounds fun, I'll take that one. I don't know what these spells do at all, but they sound neat.
The forest is where you go for.
And then come to find out, it's like, oh, Cloud of Daggers is like, it's literally one spot that it, like, that's it. It doesn't move. It's a really good move, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, you throw the daggers at an enemy, but Cloud of Daggers still a good move. Same with Thunderwave. It's like, I'm going to use Thunderwave, and then it was like during our practice session, our wizard being like, wait, hold on now. Read the fine print on Thunderwave. It says it's a 15-foot cube that originates from you. And like I had a bunch of friends around me, so it's like if you use this move, you're literally going to push everyone away from you. Which like in certain situations, yeah, it's a really good move. I've actually used Thunderwave to really good effect a couple times. It's an awesome, fun move, but again, it's like not what I had in mind when I chose it at all. Use the group and see what you're lacking. Yeah, that too. That too. But again, it's a one shot, so it's like, you know, you can literally do whatever you want, and there's, you know, there's no like next time kind of consequences. You're not going to screw up a whole campaign. So yeah, like that's why I was really excited to do Aki's level 1 thing. I know some people like, you know, I was like, oh, we gotta start up at level 1 again. But I was like, fuck yeah, dude, this is what I want. Like, this is what I need. I need to see a character start from nothing and like build their way up slowly.
Check out that side.
So that'll be fun with the ranger. I'm just like,
but maybe not all empty.
I should be picking up, I should really be trying to find signposts so I can fast travel. I'm sure I walked by a few already. Oh well. No use going back now. Digging like a little guy. Rogues are a lot of fun though. Sneak attacks? Yeah, dude. Just sneaky all the time. It opens the character up, but you don't really get to learn them as you go. Yeah. When I played a bard, I took Thunderwave as well. I got to use it to clear a bunch of zombies. Yeah, dude. It's a really good move, but again, it's like when I chose it, I didn't read the fine print. There was a moment in the one shot when I was ready to use Thunderwave because there was an enemy right in front of me. It was one of the bread men. There was a bread man right in front of me, and then another one like 15, 20-ish feet behind him. Like, it was close enough where I would have Thunderwaved the first one into the second one to do extra damage. But then, right before my turn came up, Hoodies thought that I was going to be in trouble because I was like 2 enemies nearby. So he came up next to me and started attacking the one that was right in front of me. But I ended up not using Thunderwave in that instance just because, like, I'm sure Hoodie's character would have been fine because he was like a beefy fighter. But I was just trying to like not hit my friends in general. I was just trying to be polite. But like, I'm sure if I would have said it out loud, Hoodies would have been like, "No, yeah, fucking do it." But I was just like, "Nah, I'll do this instead." So it ended up working out too. These were the one shot gotcha. Remember when it turned into
the Jagni tribe claimed this forever.
Remember when it turned into the Hoodies show for like a split second? And the Discord call broke. I used Thunderwave in Baldur's Gate 3 to very, very good effect. Not gonna lie. I wish I would have gotten a clip of it, honestly. That's good. Yeah, the good stuff. Literally my favorite part of the whole thing. The Discord call breaking. But, yeah, the Thunderwave, it was the goblins outside the little druid encampment. And like, I knew what was coming up because I had already done that fight before. So I took Gale, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have Gale go up the little like rock outcropping so he can get some good vantage, so he can like, you know, shoot some spells down from up there. And then at the last minute, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that like there's a couple of goblins that run up to this spot, and Gale's gonna be screwed because he does not have armor at all. But before I could do anything, the encounter like procced and like the goblins ran up on him.
Let's see.
So like when his turn came up, I just like backed up a little bit and just Thunderwaved both of them off of the little cliff. And one of them fell into the goblin that was below us, and they both, like, everyone died. It was amazing, dude. It was so good. I wish I would have gotten a clip of it, but I wasn't recording. Hit Aaron with Thunderwave and it KO. Oh no. Or that I was like, okay, you're gonna have to trust me here. It's okay. I will save you. KOs him. Yeah, I was avoiding something like that because you can never be sure. Like that's the beauty of D&D. That's what makes it beautiful and scary. Is like you have an idea, you say it out loud. But anything could, like, the DM could take it one way, like, you know. You might be unaware of a player who might not have a whole lot of hit points or something. Anything can happen.
He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. But now that you're working
should we try to persuade?
rival, he can see why.
Fairly certain we're all gonna wipe if I didn't do it, so I took my chances. Yeah, that reminds me of my favorite. Sally, how are you doing? 53. Nice. It's okay. The blam is still okay. 53. We'll take it. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. It's good to see you. We're just going over some of our favorite D&D Baldur's Gate 3 Divinity moments. Good. Just working nice. Hope work is going smoothly. I was just about to say my favorite Divinity Original Sin 2 moment of all time. It's up there. It's like 1 or 2. I was fighting the Magisters. We were in Fort Joy. It's like the first big like Magister fight when you're like about to escape the fort and Paladin Cork is there like helping you out. And like always, he's like in the fray, everything's on fire, and he's like got 5 hit points left. And I'm like, all right, it's okay, it's my turn. I'm like, I'm gonna save Cork. I have teleport, I have the gloves of teleport. I will pick him up and just place him gently outside of battle. And so I do that, and I literally assure my friend, it's like, it's okay, I'll save Cork, it's okay, I'll save him. I teleport him away, and I forget that there's like inherent physical damage when they like fall from the teleport. So he died. I teleported him to safety, and then he just like died on the spot. And like, me and my friend, it was me and Alex, we were just like laughing so hard, like, oops, yep, poor Cork. BLAM-omutant is a good title. Thank you, Kyle. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Saw the match cards earlier. Super excited for Kalemania tomorrow. Click the links. Check it out. You have to see it to believe it. I'm gonna need a new Kalemania video clip here. I need a new season update. You're a good tittle, E. Oh, cool. There's a 2-hour trial for this on PS Plus. Oh, really? Nice. It was a title available on like PS Plus Basic. This was like, this might be like 6 months ago now, and I'm just now finally digging into it. Yeah, if you have access to this game, I say check it out. It's pretty solid. Nothing groundbreaking, but it combines elements of all different types of games. 3D hack and slash RPG, open world, cute furry little dude, lots of looting. Never gonna slap some cheeks again. Oh my god. Yes. Cannot wait. I'm excited for Kalemania too. I'm excited. This time I do not have Friday night plans like I did last week, so I'm excited to be here. To be there. I will be there. Yeah, how are you doing? Happy Thursday, my dude. We're just vibing with some BLAM-omutant today. Doing a little unexpected stream. Because I did not get to God of War last night. Yeah, we're having a blast. We're vibing. It's good since you're in the first match. Yep. I will be there. Elden Bling in the house. Leaving for work soon? Nice. Well, thank you so much for dropping in. Hope work goes smoothly. I'm going to try to persuade this guy.
There's no way he'll surrender just because of threats.
Success chance? There's no risk. Should I try to bully him?
He can recognize the strength of a good arm.
Whoa, he believed me. Oh my god, it worked.
He'll surrender
it worked.
The outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe.
Nice, we did it. We talked our way through. I love it. Regaining land for the good guys.
Weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you.
You're welcome,
Your
Sifu.
tribe is growing stronger.
That's 3 outposts we've gotten today. We're doing so much progress. Need to get some free time to roll out more wrestlers. Yeah, we're working so much I haven't had time to make. Yeah, dude, I feel you, man. On that grind. But we're proud of you, Kale. For good reason.
Thinks you did a great job.
Just think about that apartment.
Rival's third outpost and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort.
I have some surprises. Nice. Always a pleasure. We are always hype. Never a rush. Never a disappointment when, you know, if you can't do it every week, there's never any expectation from your audience, or we're here for the ride regardless. It could be once a week, once a month. I'll take once a year, honestly. I think we're blessed to have Kalemania in our lives. Maybe some more new faces? Ooh, nice. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm both excited and dreading this. You know it's good when you both excite and dread.
They all hope you can lead them to peace.
Nice. Now what do we do? That was both of the optional outposts. And it's a big world too. A real big world. All right, let's see. Head to the fort. Where's this at though? Oh, this one right here? Oh, damn. We're just going to take the Jagni out? Underneath the Tree of Life? I'm not ready to go to the Tree of Life yet. I did defeat one of the World Eaters already. I did that night. Was that last night? Maybe 2 nights ago? Conquer the rival tribe. I think that's just like everywhere. It's like the whole thing. There might be multiple tribes, honestly, more than just the 2. I think there's this one too as well. Ankadi. Side quest do we got? Oh, a mount. I do want to get a mount. Let's see if we can do this today. Get a horse that we can ride. I'm sure it's like mutated and cute yet slightly horrific. But we will love it either way. At least you're okay. This is true. Okay. We're gonna go around this way.
Sure you want to?
For now, ... Unless... Ooh, a new hat. Slightly better, and it's cute too. Oh, I meant to equip it. Oh well. We'll stick with the floppy ears for now. We don't even know who was taking care of injuries after that cage match. Oh, so... Interesting point. Oh my god, that cage match was insanity, dude. And it, like, to me, it was hilarious because, like, having played those wrestling games through the, like, late 90s, early 2000s, I was obsessed with the WWF ones, especially. Formerly WWF. So like steel cage match, I kind of had an idea what was going to happen, and I was very happy that both of those things happened. The announcer table plunge and like breaking through the cage top of it. Oh my god, such good moments. So we can either execute or let them free for good karma. That'd be nice. The AI exclamation. That's the thing. That's the thing, because it is, sometimes I forget that it is just AI, like, you know, like even if Kyle wants something to happen, like it's literally in the hands of the game's AI. And they delivered, oh my god. Which is great. Man, I had one.
And enjoy the daylight.
I need to look into this. I would love to revisit. I had one WWF game in particular where like you could take the fight backstage. You'd be like fighting in the break room, like the little warm up area, like underneath the like the Megatron. You could fight underneath the Megatron. That happens in Calamania though too. The crowd, obviously. You can go to like the parking garage and like body slam each other on cars and shit. It was crazy, dude. Oh my god. I need to look. I need to figure out what game that was. I'm sure that a couple of them did that, but there was one in particular that I owned that I would love to have that one again. It's so much fun. Okay, I have to collect the thingy? Do I hit it? I was not listening. Do I burn the thing down? Oh, wait. Maybe I should punch. Punch. Pick up the nearby pip and see if you might be able to tame it. That is what I'm trying to do. I went through it. Did I grab it? Did I destroy it? Nice, we did it. Oh, dude, I have a horse thing. One of the ads I just watched implied that the Leaning Tower of Pisa was built that way because the dude who designed it drank. You're telling me that Red Bull went back in time to inspire this man, or this man went forward in time and had a Red Bull, then went back in time to build the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Is that what they're implying? I believe that. You can move and shoot while mounted. Mount will stay where you left it if you dismount. Mounts appear in each slot of your transport menu. Ooh, nice. I can resummon? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. We get horses. Oh my fucking god, dude. This game is lit. We get a mech suit. We get a horse. Wait, how do I get off again? There we go.
There's not much left of what we used to call our world.
Dude. This is so awesome. You can't prove otherwise. That's very Cyber energy. Cyber's like, yeah, dude, ghosts can change clothes. Kyle's like, how do you know that? She's like, yeah. I do. What? Yes! See Kyle. Before I even read it. Yeah, see Kyle, you know. Same brain. Ghosts can't change clothes. Can they though? Do we know? Because for a while you assume that they are confined to what they die, like whatever attire they die in. That's just like, that's the clothing that you see them in. Oh, we have a transport tab now too? Hell yeah. Or do they have like some astral plane ghost wardrobe where they go and they're like, you know, I kind of want to scare the kids at prom, but I don't want to look, you know, I don't want to look dressed down. I want to look snazzy. So I'm going to get my ghost tuxedo out. Do we know? Will we ever know? So many questions. Science Netica? This is true. Cyver is a scientist and a Digimon simultaneously. Cyver is all things to all people. Alright, oh, we got the mount. Let's see what other neat side quests we can do. Or should we just take out the, should we just do the main quest? Clothes soakers? That's far. We can get a couple of these. A lot of these are just collect the things, but I feel like this game does a decent job at it. Makes it feel like a old school platformer sometimes. Ratchet and Clank Jackathon, Jack Collectathon, Banjo Kazooie Collecty, Donkey Kong Collecty. Is Do We Know the new Did I Ask? Do we know? It's Cyber's version. Cyber's a real Swiss Army knife. This happens to be whatever we need. Lee, did I ask Cyber? Do we know? That's a good combo meme. I like that. Let's just take the tribe out. Let's do the main quest. I'm gonna have to travel back a little bit here. Back to the beginning of the game. Oh, I can't fast travel on mount.
Nothing's more important right now than this.
Oh my god, narrator's so dramatic sometimes. Good old Jackathon. God damn it, is that what I said? Why did it show up late with the Twitch chat borked? I don't, yeah, I'm not surprised. Twitch chat be like that. Well, the nice thing about doing a bunch of side questing before streaming this is that I'm pretty good level. Pretty well set up. Oh shit, that's a lot of dudes. A lot of homies, look at them. They're all lined up in a row. Oh, I gotta go talk to the big boy up there.
They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. The scouts have reported activity nearby that's worth looking into before you enter the fort. They've positioned a storm tower near the fort that you'll use to get over the wall. However, you need to prop up its wheelhouse first to stabilize the situation. Says you don't have to knock to get inside.
How's this gonna help? Well, you don't have to knock this way. You don't need an invitation with the siege tower. If you could use magic to do one mundane task for the rest of your life, what would it be? Make a mimic of myself to go to work. That is literally the dream, dude. I can stay home and play video games.
It's harder for others.
Easy.
In the dark.
Yeah, dude, that's literally been like the dream since like second grade. It's like the second grade dream. It's like, if I could just build a perfect robotic replica of myself, I can send the robot to school and I can stay home. And then when you graduate, that just, when you start working, it just transforms from work, or from school into work. You're just like, I could just send my robot to work. I could still make money and I'd still stay at home. That'd be nice. It'd be so nice.
You need to prop up the storm tower's wheelhouse.
If only. All right, we gotta prop up the thingy. Speaking of Mimic, I was like halfway tempted to just stream Elden Ring today.
Flash the slash.
Oh, I can finally use my... Oh, seriously? Wait. Oh, I can't use the boomerang in combat. Is that the deal? Oh, that explains it. I have a gun. Have gun now. Have gun again. For the longest time, I literally was under the impression that because of whatever specific quest I was in, I couldn't use my ranged weapons. But it's just the boomerang. I guess the boomerang's not a combat ranged weapon. It's just more of a tool. That's good. Get some of these crit hits again. I like the gun in this game, not gonna lie. It's a nice balance to like the usual 3D combat stuff. Nice. Smoked that, dude. But it's like not a shooter, you know what I mean? It's like, feels to me more like a combat tool than like a gun. Like these little guys, it's kind of hard. They're such a small target that my gun's not really doing me any favors right now. I don't think there's like a way to like precision aim either. I think it's just like, just hope your bullets hit. Some of them will, some of them won't. Some of them will crit. I'm gonna try to rush into that guy. Nice. Richard Farm, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Good to see you, my dude. We're hanging out. We're taking it easy. We're playing this BLAM-omutant game, which is very interesting and cute and zany. I'm a little furry dude with a big, what is this even? Like a cricket racket and a gun. It's a pretty interesting game, but I'm having fun. Doing awesome. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you enjoy your day. Get the things done. We'll be here for a bit. What time is it? Not sure how long we're streaming today, but I do have to end. Like, I cannot stream late because I am playing D&D tonight, and it's getting streamed on Sydney's channel. Check it out. Should probably figure out what time exactly that's happening. There's the link to Sid's channel. Check it out. Oh my god, it's the Mako clip. Memories. Remember when this was Sid's only clip? Good times. The OG. Where'd it go? Yeah, definitely check it out. Follow Sid regardless. But if you are around, check out some of my D&D action. This will be my 3rd time ever playing. First time with this group officially at the table, so to speak. We did have a session, but it was like pseudo zero sesh. We were just like, you know, I was getting acquainted with everyone and everyone else was getting a refresher.
Make your way through to their sifu. Clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the rival's fort is one thing, but collateral damage is another.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Start blasting. Hold on, I wanna... And I'm thankful for a game that actually pauses combat on the start screen. That's nice. I'm trying to see if I have any... Oh, this is like close combat. Two-handed. Trying to see what some of my combos are. R2, R2 square. Oh, that one comes up a lot though. Maybe ranged? I know I have some ranged combos. So it's dodge, hit, and then shoot. Is crane dance. I like that move a lot. Praying mantis is jump, jump, shoot. Dodge, hit, shoot. Rifles. Whoa. I don't even think I have a rifle yet. Cursed Beaver. Cursed Beaver is a rifle move in this game. Why? Who thought that was a good idea? And the boomerang. Okay, so I can use the boomerang for combat. I guess it just wasn't equipped. Alright, so dodge, square, shoot. That didn't work. That has to be locked on probably. Dodge, square, shoot. Did not work. Maybe this is a rifle that I have. Cursed Beaver, which Metal Gear Solid character is that? Snake, let me introduce you to Cursed Beaver. They have the power to submerge and curse you. Friggin' hilarious. That does sound like it could be one of the bad guys from like the Game Boy Color Metal Gear game. We have Old Man Bison. We have Rip-Off Viper. And Cursed Beaver. Dare to die, Solid Snake. No joke, I really do. I've never played the Game Boy Color Metal Gear Solid. I really want to. I would love to. I could easily get that emulated. Maybe we could do that someday. Play some good old-fashioned Ghost Babel. Yeah, see, Kyle knows. Ghost Babel on Game Boy Color.
Sun is way better than none.
Oh my god. One of the best sound effects. I need to use that in some of my SCP videos. I don't know. I'm surprised that hasn't come up yet.
That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire.
Game's crazy. I've never played it. I would love to. The crazy game that I had on Game Boy Color was the Perfect Dark game. That game was fucking wild. Oh my god, so hard. It took me like a year to beat that first like helicopter boss, and then I got to the next level and then instantly died, and I was like, start over from the beginning. No. Yeah, Perfect Dark on the Game Boy Color. It was as difficult as you can imagine. It was a very hard game. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, dude. Oh, it was one of those Rumble like cartridge games too. It had like a little battery that you could wait, what? No, they didn't rumble. What did the battery do in those games? What am I thinking? Game Boy Color didn't rumble. Was it just like extra hardware power? I legit can't remember now, but there were games that came with like little AAA battery slot. Right? Am I imagining things? Now I have to look it up. I have to know. Yeah, it did. It had this little, it had like a little slot for the battery, but I don't remember what the battery did. The DualShock Game Boy Color. Oh, it was a rumble. It was a little rumble thingy. Yeah. It supports the printer, the Game Link cable, transfer pack, and includes a built-in rumble functionality into the game cartridge. I was actually right. See, that was one of those things, that's one of those facts where you're like, I'm saying this out loud and now it sounds like a total lie. Well, I shouldn't have mocked you. It legit sounds like a lie. I don't think it wasn't like DualShock. It was like haptics. Like, you know, like before haptics existed, it was like that level of rumble. Like it just clicked a little bit. You know? But yeah, I had that. That was one of the
You're half dead.
That was one of the few like serious non-Pokemon Game Boy Color games that I had. Because like all the other games I had on Game Boy were trash, like licensed third-party games. I had like a Bugs Bunny game, had like the Speedy Gonzales game, had a bunch of weird shit like that. Yeah, a lot of those games I would get from, it's like I didn't have money as a kid, obviously. So like a lot of those games I would get from like secondhand stores like Goodwills or pawn shops or some shit like that, like $5, $10. Sometimes they would work, sometimes they wouldn't, or they'd be like glitched out really bad. Or like a ROM hack. I remember my friend found a copy of Pokemon Red at the pawn shop, but it ended up being like the Spanish like translated version of it, which was cool. It was like, oh, we're still we're bilingual, at least we can at least understand this. But It was not the English version that we were expecting. I picked up a copy of Gold at like a Goodwill or something once. I was so excited and thrilled to finally have a Gen 2 Pokemon game. I went home and played it, and the save feature just did not work. It was like a bum cartridge.
Feeling stronger every day.
And it took me a couple times to realize what was going on, because you play for like 7 or 8 hours for the first session because it's a new Pokemon game, right? So I save and quit out and then open it up again, and it's like, you know, Professor Oak's like, hey, it's like, hey, you're awake. What time is it? What day is it? You know, it's like getting you to set up the game clock and shit. And I'm like, I already did all this stuff. That's weird. Okay. I guess the save didn't work. I guess I'll do it again. So I like play it again and then save and it didn't work. And you're like, okay, hold on. Something weird's going on here. So then I like did a quick like start the game over and play for 2 minutes and then save, and then I was like, nope, the save function just does not work with this cartridge. No wonder it was only $10. So yeah, that was fun. Let me tell you, I played the intro to Pokemon Gold more times than I can tell you. That's for sure. I'd be so rattled. Yeah. I had such a sketchy like Pokemon Game Boy experience because, and again, this was all because I just didn't have the $40 or $50 that it costed for a brand new Pokemon game, for a store-bought. So I had to scavenge, I had to scrounge, and I got a copy of Pokemon Yellow from my friend, but they had warned me that the cartridge was wonky, and if there was any sort of like I don't want to say damage, but like if you hit the cartridge, if there's any sort of shock to it, if it like bumped into a table, or like if you put the Game Boy down too hard on like the cartridge side, like screen up, the save file would just erase itself. Like the save function worked. Like there were a couple times when I would like accidentally drop the Game Boy and it's like, boom, your save file's gone. Like, oh no, Pokemon Yellow, how could you do this to me? So I at least beat Pokemon Yellow, but I had to restart a couple times on that too, just because of the janky save file. God, I've told these stories before on YouTube. Back in our YouTube Let's Play days.
Now than at night.
But it's been a while, so we're retreading old ground here. Yeah, it was painful. So that particular cartridge, it was like handling like nitroglycerin or something. It's like, do not fucking, don't shake it, don't set it down to it, like put it in a fucking pillow glass case that's like vacuum sealed so nothing will touch my save file. Yeah.
To work on it. Make it frizzle.
I remember one time, the one vivid moment that I remember was I was in the middle of playing Pokemon and I was talking to my mom, and like I was like standing in the doorway to her room, like asking her a question or something, like, are we gonna go to the mall later? You know, I don't remember. And I was like, okay, cool. Like turned around to go back to my room, and like just the way that I had swung and like turned to leave, the Game Boy hit her door, and I was like, like, I knew it. I like knew. I was like, damn it. Like, turn the Game Boy back on. It's gone. Like, the save file's gone. I'm just like, no. And I'm sure my mom was like so confused. Like, what? What is happening? What am I aiming at? Oh my god. I'm just over here like walking down memory lane. Do I hit the houses? No. The door? Through the door. Maybe? No? Oh, yes, we're lighting it on fire. Cool. So yeah, the fun times. Interesting times growing up as a Pokemon fan. The Pokemon gamer. Lots of hijinks, lots of shenanigans. It wasn't until like I had a birthday or like something happened. Something happened where I had like money saved up. Finally went. I remember we went to like a Walmart. I bought my own copy of Pokemon Crystal, brand new, fresh out the box, and it was beautiful. I finally had like a legit official, non-glitchy, non-borked Pokemon experience. It was fun. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was what my child heart always wanted. And that was actually the same cartridge that we used to play Pokemon Crystal on BLAM Bros on YouTube. It was the same one, my childhood cartridge, and I still have it too. But unfortunately, the battery inside of it died. The internal battery that you know, where the save files live, the battery save. So you can play it still, but you can't save it. Honestly, that's probably what was wrong with that gold cartridge. Now that I'm thinking about it, the battery inside was probably just dead. So everything worked, you just save files wouldn't save. Damn, if only I had known that back then. Jesus. But there are ways to just watch your friendly fire SCP vid. You cop, fuck you, cop, fuck you. Yes. Check out the SCP videos. If you want to play SCP with us, it's a free game. And I also have videos that we make out of it. Check out the YouTube channel. I also need to update that playlist for the latest season. Had a revelation on stream? Yeah. That might have happened before that I forgot, but it was like, wait a minute, battery saves. My game save. Like Tim and Eric, like brain explosion gif.
It's a game of life. Yours and everyone
But like, yeah, in hindsight, it was probably just the battery.
It'll open up.
Which you can fix. I can go get a new battery replaced in my crystal. But I went into a used game store and they weren't really like a repair shop, it was more a retail. So I asked the guy behind the counter, I'm like, hey dude, I have this Pokemon cartridge with a save file that I really don't want to die. And like, I know that the like, you know, X amount of years is coming up where the battery save will, you know, where the battery will die. Like, I know it's inevitable. Is there any way, like, I know I can replace the battery, but is there a way to do it so that my save file is still intact? And I don't think the guy gave me like a definitive answer, but like the gist that I got was no.
Wants to become omnipresent and, most important,
like if you're gonna replace the battery, you're probably gonna lose all that save file.
The only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy.
So sadly, all those goofy ass Pokemons that we named on YouTube like 10 years ago,
It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight.
They don't exist anymore. IRL, but they are immortalized forever in YouTube, so that's neat. Yeah, there was always the dream that we would, you know, we would revive the old Pokemon Crystal series with BLAM-omutant, and I don't even remember all the stupid ass names we came up with, but there were some good ones. There were some good ones. Dareth, I remember Dareth was my Totodile. Totodile's my favorite starting Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon behind Gengar. It's close. Gengar, Arcanine, and Totodile are all up there. Top 3. It changes every month.
Reason to surrender the fort without a fight.
Risk intellect? I don't care about my brains. Let's risk it.
He recognizes the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll surrender the fort.
This is so easy. I love they just back down. Hopefully I get
The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good will follow you.
I was gonna say, I hope that these peaceful decisions give me like a justifiable amount of XP. That's one of my biggest like negative aspects of Divinity Original Sin 2. As much as I love that game, I don't like how like dialogue persuading your way out of combat, you actually lose XP doing that. Like, if you want to be the strongest, most beefed out XP character you can be in that game, you have to be a murder hobo. It's kind of sad. Doesn't make for you know, doesn't incentivize like peaceful role playing, I think. It's kind of sad. Never had a Pokemon game growing up, but my sister and her ex had a card shop. Whoa, really? Definitely got to open a lot of Pokemon card packs. Oh, dude, that's so awesome. I hate that, yeah. Dude, that is awesome. Pokemon card shops were like the coolest thing back then. With like little, like Magic the Gathering cards, like little figurines and stuff too. Oh my god. I was only there for the Pokemon. But yeah. See, Nick feels me. It's not fun when a game skimps out on the XP when you do peaceful dialogue options. That's why I appreciate in Fallout. It's like every skill check you do, it gives you a little bit of XP at least.
Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it.
We're gonna be nice.
And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
All right, we're advancing the story today. Hot dog.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. You're one step closer to uniting the tribes. It's a pity you needed to use force to get the point across. But he's still concerned about the fate of the world. You can't lose this war. If you get the ending wrong, the effort it took to get there was in vain. A proper ending, however, provides closure. He says you've grown so much stronger than when you first met.
It's true.
You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. That little voice inside that lets you know right from wrong. Don't go against it if you want to enjoy life without fear of death.
Yeah, main quest completed, the Jagni tribe. New quest, the rival tribe. Neat. It seems like another big plot point of this game, in addition to rescuing the world tree from the monsters, is like uniting all the different tribes under one banner. Whether it's through peace or violence.
Every day is a new chance to fulfill.
We'll get there eventually.
Destiny.
Cool. Let's go. Let's do some side quest. Where's that notice board at? We'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we'll be doing with this game regarding streaming in the future. Because I have been playing it a lot off stream. Stream it to Discord occasionally. Like I said much earlier, like I never really had any intention of streaming this game, let alone like beating it on stream. But this does seem like the nice kind of open world game where it's like do a bunch of the side questing and grinding and exploring, and unlocking the map off stream, and then like when we do stream it from time to time, we can just focus on getting as far as we can in the main quest. Which is what I'm doing with God of War Ragnarok, and it's pretty fun. Not gonna lie, that game does a good job with like not only having good like self-contained optional side quest areas, but like letting you know
young ones love this sort of
like that's what's happening. Like the game, like the little boy tells you like, all right, here's the next place we're going, or we can check out this bay. Like we don't have to, but if you want to do extra exploring, it's like, oh, that's cool. Thank you, game.
sharp steel.
So yeah, I was like doing that side questing stuff, mostly just for, you know, extra loot, just to be better set up to finish that game. More loot, more treasure, things like that. And I totally, like, it ended up being totally worthwhile in my opinion. And like, had I chosen to stream it, I think it would have made for some good live stream content. But it was also really nice knowing ahead of time, like, oh, if I do this stuff off stream, I'm not going to really miss any of the main story. It's really cool. Really good game so far. Really enjoying Ragnarok.
This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience.
I'll help you. You don't even got to finish your sentence. I'll help you, dude.
You can't be good without doing good for others.
We're doing a good karma run.
The light shines on.
Better isn't the word.
This is another cool thing too that I enjoy.
Best.
Is that
the worst?
The worst of being the worst. We're just the best.
Not only the goofy little like exchange that the devil and angel on your shoulder have, but the fact that I think it gives you a last minute chance to choose which karmic option you wanted. Like, say I didn't realize that was like gonna be a good karma, bad karma thing, and I was just hitting buttons. If I hit it the wrong one, I think I could have like changed my mind at that very last screen. Which, as a gamer, as a streamer who doesn't always pay attention to the game that they're playing, I appreciate stuff like that.
That's a myriad tribe outpost.
Oh shit, they're fighting. Well, let's just skip through this. We'll probably play this game for a little bit longer, and then we'll switch over to the MS Paint stream.
Dawn feels like greeting an old
to the MS Paint screen, I should say, so we can do that redemption before we end stream for today.
Want to wash yourself off for a month.
Oh, look at this little captain's hat. I'm gonna wear this. I love how it covers my eyes. It's adorable. let's... At the very least, we can get the waypoint here. I've been also considering streaming Baldur's Gate 3 just because it's a game that I would be playing anyways. Like, I always want to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. But the thing is, the eyeballs instantly. The thing is, like, it's such, like, it's my latest, like, hype AF game that I know is going to consume my life, that I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it and be distracted. Like, I know if I play it on stream, there's going to be some stuff that I miss. And
Outpost, longtime home of the Myriad tribe.
I know lots of people are hyped for Baldur's Gate 3 and they know, like, they're familiar with it enough. They know what the deal is, or they're familiar with Larian games. But I feel like if you're not, it's like, it's a hard game to come in to a stream and, like, understand what's happening if you're not familiar with it at all. It's so fun. It's such a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic game. But I feel like it just doesn't translate as well to live stream. I need to play more. Same. And that's the thing, is like, I want to stream it just because I will be playing it, and it's just, I can just hit the live button and boom, there we go, we have a stream going. But I don't want to miss anything in the game itself. And I just want to fully immerse myself when I play that game and not, like, potentially be distracted by stream or chat or sound alerts or, you know, stuff like that. Miss the thing of dialogue and be like, wait, what did that dude say? Like I do every day on stream. Okay, so we have the waypoint. Let's head for the side quest. Play with no distractions. You haven't played any till this one? Nice. I have not played... I played Baldur's Gate 1.
Yeah, just suck you in like that.
But I think I had a janky copy of Baldur's Gate 1. Let's just say that. And I started playing it, and it was also like, I never really played a like real time with pause game like that before. So I played for a little bit. I had no idea what to do, and I think it was like, you know how sometimes you get a game and there's already like a save file with it? I think it was something like that. Or it was like when I was trying to open up a new game, it was like loading up whatever save file was attached to where I had acquired this game. It was very confusing and kind of broken in a sense. So technically I played it, but I did not even, like, I didn't even understand what was happening. I quit after like 10 minutes. But I've played plenty of Original Sin 2 and currently working my way through Original Sin 1 with Aaron. Hopefully we can bring those streams back soon, whenever we're both available. I really have to be like on this side of the river. Let's try this again. I was more of a Neverwinter Nights guy. Yeah, dude, we started playing that game too. I have it. I've been thinking about it. Especially since my ranger character is from Neverwinter originally, now that I've fleshed out his backstory more. I'm like, hey, that game, Neverwinter, yeah, dude. But I didn't play that game when it was new. So for me, it's playing like an old game that I'm not used to, so it's like, it'd be a bit rough. But yeah, playing Baldur's Gate 3, it's like, dude, this is literally Original Sin 2 had a baby with D&D. Which is literally what it is. It's like, oh, Larian's making a game and they finally have rights to the D&D stuff, so they don't have to like use their own made-up world. The nostalgia, yeah, nostalgia always helps with older games. Neverwinter MMO, I played that for a little bit too. I got it on my PS4. Made like a little halfling rogue dude. And played it for a little bit, but
relax too much.
I'm not super into the whole MMO vibe.
There's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
A huge crux of me playing an MMO is like, you know, playing with friends. It's like the whole reason why we're there. So I never actually partied up with anyone in that game. I was supposed to with Aaron, but it like never happened. And I remember I was talking to Evolving Shadows when he was much more active, and we were supposed to like link up, but it just, you know, I'm terrible at planning stuff. I will take full responsibility because I am awful at planning video gaming get-togethers. It just happens.
Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo. They made a lot of green, which is all
damn
about.
All about the money. Shots fired. Too real.
Keep your eyes open.
And the dude's like, well, why did the humans destroy the planet? Because they were greedy. Period. Literal answer. Greed. First summer of COVID, one of my friends and I played like till 6 a.m. every night. Yeah, dude. Like, I can imagine. Like, if you're on the same page as someone, I can imagine that game could be a lot of fun. Never went to with a few friends and my little brother. We all dropped off one by one. Yeah, I feel that. For me, it's like the MMO, like, not so much grind, but like sameness, where it's just like very repetitive questing and things like that. Got through the main story and then got overwhelmed by all the options. Yeah, dude, I feel that.
There are places up ahead far worse than this. Let's see.
Also, the way that he pisses on the signpost when he's like marking the waypoint. It looks like there's a friendo here. Is that Angry Beaver? Is that Cursed Beaver? This place looks wild. Might come back here later. Where is he? See, and then the next signpost is like way over there. Notice board, I meant to say. Find the Fry Sparkers. Oh, there's a captive nearby. We can probably collect a few more things before we take a break and switch gears to the MS Paint. We're going to be drawing Arthur as a furry little guy with a big sword. You can do it at the end of stream if you want, no rush. Is the exact verbatim. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for all the D&D stuff lately. The Baldur's Gates. The actual D&D games. Playing D&D tonight on Sid's channel. I'm excited for the next Aki Sesh. Oh, I should probably go inside these outposts to make sure that I pick up all the good stuff while I'm here. There's also like merchants that I haven't even talked to. I haven't even looked at crafting. Like, I feel like there's still entire aspects of this game that I'm unaware of. And it's still pretty fun. Yeah, there's like a crafting bench up there.
No one's going to see you coming in the dark.
Also, I was talking to one of my IRL friends. They're trying to do a board game night every Monday. So my soft plan is to go in there with the full mindset of playing board games legitimately. But I'm going to have a secret goal of slowly trying to get them to play D&D at some point. Like, go in there, feel it out, play a couple board games, aha, this is fun, and then just all of a sudden one day hit them with a, what if we played D&D instead of board games, guys? Have we ever considered this? I'm sure we can make it happen. Gotta wait for the right moment. Everything will be D&D from now on. No more board games. D&D. Family card game night? More like D&D night, am I right? I kind of do want to just lock the door and pull out a satchel of dice. I bet you're wondering why we've gathered you here today.
A shopperia. Maybe there's
like,
something still inside.
Turn out the lights. They turn, like, where I was sitting, they turn around and there's just like a dungeon master's like little board hidey. What do you call that? Little thingy that he hides behind. And it's just like sitting there by itself. They're like, Ben, where'd you go? And then I just like slowly like peek out from underneath the little like elevator style, just like pop up slowly from the fucking DM hidey board thingy. Plop a gigantic bag of dice on the table. Do not be alarmed, friends. Wicked smart.
Cutting edge. All fired up.
Jump, jump, shoot. Jump, jump, shoot. I'm just gonna shoot you to death because melee against bosses is kind of scary. It's got like little riot armor on.
Close encounter.
This is the way. Smashed. I think the technical term is Dungeon Master Screen. That makes sense. I'm like, what word am I looking for? Screen. Don't be alarmed, but I do need you all to roll for initiative. I just slowly peek out from underneath the screen. They're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to roll for initiative. Don't say anything but that. And then the bag of dice plops on the table, like ominously, very loudly.
This one seems to be in good spirits.
This is a skit. We need to make this happen.
Has heard that you have a sense of compassion.
This could be a very hot TikTok or a YouTube short. Title. When you're I already borked the title. When your friends think it's game board night. Board game. God damn it. Title. When your friends think it's board game night. End of title. There, nailed it that time.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Peace be with ye. We'll edit that out in post. First try, I got it. I'm good right here. It's like, no, I don't want to do good karma. I accidentally hit that by mistake. So I appreciate that there's this like confirmation screen.
Slow down. Why would you rush in?
When you see what you want, why wait?
Well, what about being careful?
Poppycock, full speed ahead.
And you get this endearing little exchange between the two of them. See, this game's got some heart. It's got style. It's fun. There's a lot happening, yet it's casual to play. Find the bleep bleep cup. What? What the heck did you just call me? I thought this game was dead. Dokio, how are you doing? Happy Thursday.
There's a lot on
Good to see you. People forgot about BLAM-omutant. You don't forget. I'm existing. I feel that I survive via coffee. I let the coffee thrive for me. But yeah, I am we're playing BLAM-omutant today, kind of out of the blue. I was playing this game a lot off stream, like started this about a month ago-ish. I know I'm a little late to the game, but it was a PlayStation Plus title that I had available to me. And I've been trying to just get, you know, hit up as many of these titles while I still have the subscription, because I know it's going to be ending sometime this year and I don't know when. So I was playing this a lot off stream and enjoying it, and I wanted to stream something unexpectedly today because I usually don't stream on Thursdays. And BLAM-omutant just sounded like fun. It sounded like fun today. I'm enjoying it. Forgot this game existed until I got a phone game ad about BLAM-omutants claiming it is another game, but I was like, hold up, ain't that just BLAM-omutants? I forgot about this game too, because I remember when it came out, there was a little bit of hype around it. I remember hearing about it and watching a couple friends stream it and like thinking it was really interesting and how I wanted to play it a lot, and I just never got around to it.
Rito and his bandits
and I forgot.
Camp here. Take care.
And then like it came out for PlayStation Plus and I was like, oh dude, BLAM-omutant. Nice. I never bought it. Now I can check it out for free, you know, quote unquote, as part of the subscription. Oh God. I don't know what I just walked into. Did he just John Cena me? And his name is... But yeah, I was like very, very happy that I, you know, did not buy it and it came out PlayStation Plus so I can check it out. And then I forgot about it again for like 3 or 4 months. And I was scrolling through my library like, oh yeah, PlayStation Plus, I should play some of these before I lose them. And then BLAM-omutant popped up and I was like, perfect, let's try this out. And I've been digging it. Oh shit. Lately, I've just been pelting the bosses with my bullets because they're really easy to hit from afar. And then I go in for the melee for the smaller dudes. Working pretty well. It might not be the most ideal strategy, but it's working for me. Oh. One more. You're the last little guy. Nice. Easy. Some phone game claims it as their game and under a different name while showing off the BLAM-omutant showcase video. Like, bruh, no one's gonna fall for that shiz. The audacity. Back in a jiffy sounds good. Yeah, that's crazy. It's just like one of those. There's so many phone game advertisements
Good spirits, despite being left here for
that are
dead.
just blatant lies.
Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature.
Like, it'll show you the footage for one game, and then you go look at the game page, and it's not that at all.
It's only
It's
through your
insane to
inner
me.
conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
How they can get away with that.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Run, Dark, run!
It's not a race.
You only say that because you're losing.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, there are lots of other reasons you're wrong.
Nice. We've just been breezing through these captives. It's kind of nice that they're set up in such a way they're like in a row. Go boom, 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 get the next one. I'm sure the next one will probably be like around here. A nice way to make my way across the map. If I could find a checkpoint, that'd be great.
Poke around, see what you find. Someone has to end this plague before it's too late.
Ooh, oh, that's a cool helmet. Maybe we should put that on right away. I like my, actually, we're gonna put on the flappy ear cap again. Where was that? Flap cap. I like the flap cap. The stats are terrible, but hey, we look snazzy. Fashion first, right? Yeah, if we could just find a signpost, that way we could easily get back here. That would be fantastic. Oop, heading the wrong way. That's another thing I've noticed about this game is like sometimes it feels like there are waypoints like aplenty. They're just literally one right next to each other, like almost oversaturated. And then there are other times, other areas where I'm literally looking trying desperately to find a waypoint post and I just don't find any. It's so weird. It seems to be inconsistent at times.
Look here, another toxin.
But I know a lot of these are like, they're more like outposts than actual like points of interest. Hopefully there's one up here. The immediate goal is to find a waypoint so that we can have a nice place to fast travel back to when we need it. And then we can take a little break.
The world is waking up with dawn.
And then we can come back and, oh, there's one right there. Nice. We can come back and do some MS Paint. Oh, is this? Oh, I have to jump through it. It'll work? Can we do it? It does something beneficial, but I forget what. Nice.
Let's see.
How far did we even go? All right. Yeah. All right. See, like, you would think somewhere in this little area there'd be like a waypoint, but there's not, unless I missed it somewhere. But anyways, we made it to the Mamble Clump. Mamble Clump. We got plenty of side quests to do. We knocked out a good chunk of main quests today. I think we can call it a good day on the BLAM-omutant for now for the stream. Let's save the game. Throw that hard save file down in case anything happens to our autosave. Is it still saving? It says it's saving in the corner. I'm nervous. It's a long time to be saving. Okay. I think it's saved properly.
You could have missed this village. It's called Mamble Clump.
Mamble Clump. Alright, yeah, let's go to the menu real quick. We're gonna take a short break, like 5 minutes, you know, hit the bathroom, get some more water, do all that good stuff. And we'll be back with some Microsoft Paint. We're gonna draw Arthur, my cat, as a furry little guy with a big sword. Redeemed by Nick. All right, we are back from the break. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hopefully y'all got a chance to get up and stretch, rehydrate. We are going to do the Doodle Commission requested by Nick. 2 hours ago. Arthur is a furry little guy with a big sword. I'm assuming it's basically a biomutant character, but with Arthur instead. So let's get started on that. Let's get some reference artwork first of all. If we get a nice picture of our little biomutant guy standing there. All right, this is a good photo. And I don't even know if I have pictures of Arthur on my PC. I don't have a bunch on my phone and on my laptop, but I don't know about here. All right, let's see. Biomutant reference. There we go. Let's tighten this up a little bit before we get started. Then we can stretch it out as well. I never know where to put the reference photo. It's like not in the way, like not covering my avatar, not covering chat, not covering the drawing itself. It's always a struggle. We need more monitors. I have a picture of Arthur somewhere. It might not be the best photo, but it's a photo. So let's bring that in. It's so funny when I go in to change my reference artwork, like my reference photos, like it still has the last reference photo saved. So it's like, oh, look, it's Gimli all of a sudden. Oh, geez, he's so big. Arthur's such a big boy. Let's fix this. Look at that cute little guy. Just bring this in where we can. Oh God. So it's basically going to look like this, essentially. I mean, that doesn't look half bad, just like pasted. Here you go, Nick. Are you back from your break, Nick? Here's your artwork. I hope you enjoy. It's furry. Arthur's a furry little guy with a big sword. This is what you asked for. We'd always do like cursed Photoshop redemption. It's like, hey, do you want a cursed Photoshop of Arthur's body on a video game character? Boom, here you go. We're replacing the MS Paint with cursed Photoshop. All right, let's get started, I guess. I don't even know where to begin, like most photos. Let's get the canvas prepared, first of all. Just mark off edges, which will help with framing and portions. All right, let's see. So his head / ears are going to be like the tallest portion of the drawing. So we can start there, I suppose. And I just make it Like a very typical kitty head shape with the ears. His face to be like too round, like too fat looking. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to draw a cat today. It's like usually never this difficult. Little cat cheeks in there. I'm just gonna figure out how we want to do like kind of round it off like that. I'm sure it'll like all MS Paint drawings, this will look a lot better once it's like finished and colored in. Always have to remember how rough things look like once we first get started. If I disappear for bits because people are here to view the house, not because I'm heavy. It's all good, dude. It is all good. I'm just like I've easily drawn cats before. Like I remember I drew Gimli for Holly like so quickly, and I was very happy with it. And like for some reason, I'm just like really struggling with Artie, but I have to remind myself this is just MS Paint. Like we're here to have fun, not to like create a perfect piece of artwork. But for some reason, like my mouse feels really finicky today. I don't know what it is. Is it just me? Am I just blaming it on the mouse? Not half bad. Like, do I dare try to fix this part of the face? Nice. His face is very round. His Artie doesn't really look this round IRL, but you know, it's close enough to cat-like. Also, he's gonna have some. I don't know if I should like bother with like the different colors on his face. Because it's just gonna look like he's got facial hair or something. I don't. It'd be a lot easier if it wasn't white that I was trying to differentiate the color on. All right. Now we have to draw the rest of him. See if I can just stretch this reference out a little bit, because I can barely see what's going on in this dude's body. He's got like a bandana. That'll be nice. That'll be a really easy way to not have to draw his neck. The character also has an eye patch too. Oh, we can skip that for the arty version of this though. All right, how are we gonna do this bandana though? Make it not look terrible. Just kind of have it be like, oh, bandana coming down. We'll even make it so it's like covering the lower portion of his face a little bit. Honestly, it does not look half bad for just randomly drawing squiggles here and there. I was not even... Get a couple of like folds in there so it looks like it's like cloth. And then we have another like little fold. Actually, we'll make this like a more round thing that'll come down, and then we'll have another little fold there. How much room do we... Oh god, I have to like really be careful with how big this bandana is gonna be. There's gonna be like little white markings on the bandana. We'll color all that stuff in later. That's his bandana. And he's going to have an arm that comes down. Just going to try to get the proportions correct here, so I'm really running out of space quickly. It's going to be his little torso. We're going to have an arm that comes down. This is going to have a gun. Maybe we'll do that like this. Yeah. Yeah, we can fit everything in here. I might actually scooch the whole body up a little bit just so I can give myself even more room, because I was a little bit excessive with his bandana. Blame it on the bandana. Gotta get it centered. There. Cool. Now we can continue. But where is the question? Oh. The cropping tool still. All right, so we'll take this. This will be his little sleeve. I'll come down. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Do want to fix this line real quick. It's not supposed to be that zigzaggy. Good enough. So this sleeve's going to be a little bit more form-fitting on his arm. That's why it's like so tiny looking. And this one's just going to be like his little bony arm sticking out. Okay. Now we're going to draw the sword. The beginnings of sword. Fuck. I did not realize that was all one stroke. That looks swordy enough. Taking a quick little break at work. How was Gam? Gam's good. Welcome back, Shlee. Hope work is going well. Game is good. We ended game because Nick redeemed little Artie on Furry guy's body with the sword, with the big sword. Arthur as a furry little guy with a big sword is the actual verbatim. And Nick said it was cool that we did this at the end of stream, so that's what we're doing. We took a quick little pause on game for the day so that we could do this little drawing. I'm just trying to like get the sword here in place so that we can work on his hand. We can get that out of the way. We can work on the rest of his little body. How do we want to do this? We want to do it like a hilt almost, kind of. Bow, bow. Dun, dun, bam, bam. Open heart surgery looks like murder before it's finished. What the what? Where did that come from? I ordered an emotional support burrito bowl. They've done so much work, but they're only a little over an hour left, so I'll make it through. Nice. There's only a little over an hour. Only one TTS a stream? Yeah, Shlee. It's distracting. Valid. You were saying drawings look bad before they're... Fair. I did say that. Fair enough. All right, let's see if we can try to get a little hand in here. That works for me. How do you like make fingers grabbing something? Does that work? Yeah, that works for me. His thumb could be a little bit better though. Thing is how fat his fingers are, the thumb needs to be equally as fat. You saw my points earlier? Ick, sorry. Actually wants a joke. Nice. Let's see what the robot joke is for today. The bot generated joke. When my wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo, I had to put my foot down. Oh my god. My god. Okay, here's your dad joke, Shlee. Let's see how it stacks up against the bot joke. Where do rabbits go after they get married? On a bunny moon. Thank you, thank you. All right, follow-up joke for you, Shlee, because that one was terrible. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. Get it? Sounds like parrot? I'm sorry, everyone. These jokes are awful. But I never promised you good jokes, did I? My god. All right, here's one more. What do you give a sick lemon? What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade. Hey, am I right? Let's go. High five. Hope you enjoyed your joke, Shlee. Hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. All right, let's get back to the painting. All right, so this arm is done. And the sword looks pretty solid too. It does kind of have like a little grip on it. So let's make that happen. Cool. Now we can kind of make this like a little wizard sleeve going on here. And And then the same with this. No, but this would come out. Wait. It would be like that, right? Let's make this come out like that a little bit. Right? How would this work? God, I'm just going to leave this part alone. We'll just do this one. Can't perspective today. My coworker got a calendar that has a dad joke a day. The carrot was earlier this week. Oh my God, Shlee, you can't escape the carrot. You can never escape the carrot. I think this is what we're going to do. No, that looks weird. We'll just leave this part alone. All right, so this arm's gonna go down and be gun. Just be a gun. You're welcome, Shlee. I hope you enjoyed. Oh wait, it's gonna be, hold on. This is gonna be 3D a little bit. Let's see if we can get this arm in here. Or we draw too much of the gun. I don't know, fam. Maybe we should draw the gun last. You mean those points that were totally rigged? I'm not looking forward to drawing the arms and the legs, so I'm just like drawing this stuff first. Just avoiding that for now. Because there are like these little... Okay. Put months of work into building friendship so I would be handed points. Okay. Friends give friends BLAM coins. I thought we were enemies. It's a cover story. Oh my God. This exchange happening in chat right now. Hilarity. Maybe the gun just goes off screen. I've ran out of space to fit his arm and the gun in here. Okay, and then it kind of like just disappears behind the gun. Kind of have like a finger on it. And then the rest of the gun just kind of comes out of his hand like that. Comes down. Wait, it would be, damn it, that was all one. Okay. Power Rangers. I have difficulty drawing guns. I had the same problem when I was trying to draw that ray gun when we were doing Space Duck. Thank you, Shlee, for the Power Rangers theme. One of the best. Oh, hey, it's a character from Chrono Trigger. Who's that? Luca? Name her. Oops. Name her without cheating because I just said the answer. This does not look like a gun. How? Looks like a friggin' dirt devil or something. How do I make this look more gun-like? Luca, what about this one? Yeah, name that one, Shlee. Good luck. Haha. He's not gonna have any. There's gonna be no room for his legs. He does have tiny little legs, though. I like, you know, this is not me just messing the painting up. He actually does have tiny ass little legs like that. It's just really hard. Like, I just ran out of space here. I made the top half way too big. Trying to make it so that he's got these little like pant puff things, but they just, it's so, I have no room to work with, so it just looks awful. Maybe if I just make it like the super tiniest little. Not even gonna bother with that. And then the other leg somehow goes behind the gun in the reference photo, but I did not do that right, so let's just. Supposed to be Arthur mixed with the Biomutant character, but
I mean, it looks like
that's good. So it looks like without the reference photo. People here, we're back. Sounds good. He's cleaning up post-apocalyptic world, Ben. Borg. Thank you for the cyber command. My emotional support burrito is done, so I should get back to work. Thank you for dropping by, Shlee. Hope the burrito bowl was good. Thank you. I will try to have fun.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
just a tough drawing to do.
Ooh, very cat-like. Hey, this kind of looks like my D&D character.
A little bit. I just made his top half too big. Now the bottom half.
He has like skinny legs. I mean, his arms are also skinny.
I mean, that's kind of what he looks like in the photo. It's just, I don't, that's what happens when I draw like horizontal. I always run out of space on the bottom.
It's okay. If anything, you can like erase this and just have the legs, you know, kind of cut off. Like a half.
I guess. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Because it looks like he has chicken feet.
I know. The gun, like the reference photo, the gun's like in front of his legs. So
It's
just
good.
really...
It's good though. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. But it's a good picture, right, chat? It's a good picture.
Thank you.
Make him like a little bit chonkier.
He has skinny legs. Like the character has skinny legs though.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. See? Boom. Easy peasy.
I'm gonna make it like skinny but not too skinny.
Is it a little pouch?
It's a gun. It's supposed to be a gun.
Oh, okay. It looks weird. It looks like a knife
Well, it's supposed to be
belt
that.
thingy. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's just hard to draw a gun. I don't know. Like I just can't.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
I can't do it. This is my best.
It's good.
Thank you.
I don't think I would have been able to draw that at all.
All right. What else can we add? I don't want to like do too much in this little area. Although I could turn this little thing into his little belt pouch.
I found a replacement cup.
Replacement cup, nice.
Oh, and it's like $8.
Wow.
Although I don't know how much they're gonna charge me for shit. Be like another $20.
All right. I'm gonna start coloring this in. Got a lot of lines missing here. Oh my God, we're gonna have to do a lot of connecting here. A lot of lines are missing. Why? How is this not connected? It's literally 1 pixel. I'm always amazed by how it's always just the 1 pixel. I'm gonna have to try to figure out. There's so much gray in this photo. I have to like do a lot of different shades. Maybe perhaps 50 shades, you might say. Something wonky's going on here. Try that again. Nice. There's just so much gray overlapping. Can we make this lighter, perhaps? Maybe we do like a slate. I like doing that sometimes for metal. Yeah, that's much nicer. All right, and then the coloring, we have an orange stripe. Is that orange? No. There we go. And then a green stripe. Wait, that's green. Cool. Then we got... These are brown. It'd be nice if... Oops, not what I wanted. There we go. It'd be nice if these were filled in. Let's do that. All right. Nice. We can use a lighter one for the background. Like a little ammo belt thing. I don't know what what is that? What lines are we missing here? Again, it's got to be like the tiniest little pixel of a line. Free Cyber, thank you for the free Cyber commands as well. No, I'm super late to some of these comments, but you know how it is. We out here drawing. So far we're just doing the things that we know, like what colors they are for a fact. Bandana's pretty easy, that's red. Arthur's face, pretty straightforward. I think these are going to be... Might be a lighter brown. I'm thinking maybe like a dark green for his outfit. Even darker, perhaps. Here. We're gonna have to get really creative with some of these like black colors because there's so much gray and black in this that it's like really easy to just have them be way too similar to each other. And we'll make this one green too. And then the gun. I'm gonna use the same metallic colors we used for the sword. So let's use the dark for the hammer there. Here, every segment I have drawn on this painting, lines are not connected. I swear, every single one. All right, I think that's it. Arthur as a furry little guy with a big sword. There we have it. Furry little guy, big sword. I do like a little sparkle thing here. Kind of hard to see, right? Nice little shiny sword. I don't know what else we would add. We could try, I mean, his little grasshopper buddy, that's just going to be so tough to draw. I'm just going to leave that alone. We're not even going to touch that. The background, I'm feeling yellow. We have not done any yellow at all. Cool. I think this is it. I think we did it. I'm just like seeing what else we might add. Maybe a speech bubble, but I don't know what he would be saying. Blam, maybe? BLAM-omutant. Oh, I do want to make this supposed to be orange up here too. Cool. Oh, I just got rid of the prompt too for the name. Let's save it. This one is Furry Little Guy, Big Sword. Let's do Furry LilGuy Arthur with Big Sword. Furry Little Guy Arthur with Big Sword. Oh, I forgot to sign it. I always do that. Been doing that a lot lately. There we go. Now we file save as Lil Furry Guy Artie with Big Sword. Save. Beautiful. In the books. Let's go. This one was a little tough. I think I just got a little bit too distracted with like the top portion of the character, like the head, the bandana, the torso. I got lost in the sauce with the gun and the pants and legs, so yeah. Oh, you know how it is. You know how it be. You know how we do here. Let me send that to Nick before I forget. Blammer Art Gallery. Go. Nice. And in case anyone missed the reference photo, there it is. And this is what we came up with. Nice. Cool. All right, we should probably wrap things up for today. I'd love to keep streaming and keep gaming, but I do have D&D coming up tonight. And as my first D&D session with this particular group who has already been playing for a little while before I'm joining them. Hopefully this shout out works nice. Sydney's channel, Law Persephone 3, Law Persephone 3. They are the DM, Dungeon Master, running the... This clip, though. Those people dancing in the background. Sid does lots of D&D. They've been streaming RPGs. Lots of story-based gaming. A+ Arty Art. Thank you so much. Thank you for redeeming. Thank you for spending your points. I hope you enjoy your blammed artwork. I tried my best to make him look BLAM-omutant-y with his camo-inspired gear and whatnot. All his little trinkets and his little fashion doohickeys that he has. Honestly, the bandana, I think, was the best part of the whole. I think I put too much time and attention into the bandana, and the rest of the painting suffered, especially the lower half. But we did it. Thank you for redeeming. But yes, I'm going to be on Sid's channel tonight for D&D. Please check it out. Consider dropping a follow. Even if you can't tune in tonight, there's a separate group that Nick is a part of. So it's going to be like, you know, every other week they're going to switch back and forth between groups. So definitely follow. Even if you can't tune in tonight, you can tune in to the future or watch the VOD because it's going to be fun. Can't wait. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous just because I'm the new guy, but it should be fun. Neppy's going to be there. Michelle's going to be there. Elsa Lynn, Charles. It's going to be fun. Sid, obviously. It's going to be a good time. I have to get ready for that. I'm going to have to get all nice and pretty for the camera. So look forward to that. And then tomorrow, I should be back with more Final Fantasy VII Remake. Earlier on in the day, Cyver and I were talking about maybe doing God of War tomorrow night before Kayla Mania. So we'll see if we can squeeze in some God of War in between Final Fantasy VII and Kayla Mania. I'm down for it. We'll see how Cyber is feeling. Obviously, I don't want to continue the game without Cyber, so that's the game plan. Not sure if we're going to be doing anything over the weekend, but I should be back on Friday with more something. Maybe BLAM-omutant, maybe a new game. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds for BLAM-omutant 2. I'm not super hard pressed on like beating this game on stream. It's more of like an extra thing on the side. Nice, chill, casual experience. Let's see, well, obviously no one's playing BLAM-omutant right now, but Snowman's is playing Dark Souls 3. Love Snowman's, haven't raided in a while. Love Dark Souls. Just making sure there's not anyone else on who looks more enticing for the raid. Slam is on, playing Fire Emblem. We raided Slamma recently. Always a good time there. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Snowman's. They're doing souls. They're super funny. Got lots of hilarious channel point redeems and trigger fire stuff. Like I swear, like every time I hop into their stream, it's like chaos, but in a good way. We love it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to announce. I think that's it. I think that's all the things. If I'm forgetting, check out the Twitter, check out the Discord, check out D&D tonight on Sid's channel. Let me get this raid started. If y'all would be so kind to stick around, send the love forward to the Snowmans. Playing Dark Souls 3 right now. In case the raid leaves you behind, here's the link. Oh, but first, here's the raid commands. Copy and paste that one if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, feel free to copy paste any of these ones. And then here is where we're going if the raid breaks and leaves you behind. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks again for redeeming all your points. Thank you, D-Rad, for the biddies way earlier on. It's always a pleasure. I'm having a lot of fun with these streams lately, so I just wanted to thank you guys for being here and vibing and helping to make it a good time for everyone. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all in Snowman stream. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Maybe I'll see you for D&D. And take care of yourselves. Make sure you get some sleep and drink water and all that stuff, alright? Deal? Sounds good. Much love, y'all. Take care.